Good afternoon, my fellow YouTubers and model railroaders. Welcome to another edition, live on video, of A and C, R and R, N scale and life journey. How is everybody doing this fine, beautiful, lovely weekend? Good, I hope. So I'm gonna try to go with part number 2 of the assembly of my Showcase Miniatures N-Scale Ballast Regulator, number 58. I've got a bunch of little fiddly pieces here, and I need to get them primed. So that's what we're going to be working on today. I'll be using and I am not compensated in any way, shape, or form, but if you want to use what I'm using, this is what I'm using. This is an Army Painter hobby brush, standard brush. It's got a triangle shape, so it's easier to hold. And of course, like any other paintbrush, it's got the little plastic tube. And as you can see, not too fine, because we're just going to be brushing on some primer. And the primer that I'll be using today is Monument's Pro Acrylic White Primer. It's brush on. It's formulated that you can use it in your airbrush. I mean, dude, you can't get much better than that. So a little squeeze. It's got mixing beads in it. It's quite a bit. I've had this for a while. It's 120 mils. And like I said, it's brush on. It's airbrushable, usable, and I only paid $14.50 for it at where I work, and I'm not sponsored by them either, but I work at Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy, and they're pretty cool. So I'm going to get this first piece up here, and we're going to clip on there, and I'm going to dab some of this on there, and we're just going to paint it on there. You don't need to thin this, just go for it. I'm having a great day. I've gotten quite a bit done today, and I'm so happy that I was able to do it. I gathered up all my trash. I vacuumed. I got rid of some cobwebs. And now I am doing this because it needs to be done. So now, as with anything, you want to try and get this as thin as possible. And that's all I'm doing. And as I spread it around, I'm thinning it out. So we just want one nice little thin coat. Okay, that's done for now. We'll let that dry, and then we'll get another coat on it here in a little bit. No, I'm not going to make you watch paint dry. I need some hemostats. Now, if I was a good pot smoker, I'd have some hemostats, but I don't have any hemostats because I don't smoke pot. I don't do that kind of stuff. I watched my sisters and my mom and my brother do it forever and a day, and Not my bag of not my bag of tricks, baby. Let me tell you what. I got better things to spend my money on. Like this Showcase Miniatures and Scale Ballast Regulator number 58. Yeah. I think I think I think drugs are overrated. They really don't do much for me. Just not my cup of tea, baby. Yeah. Alright, so that one's done for now. That was cool. I bet you I'll never be able to do that again. Make it land on its side there. I got a little piston here. I gotta be careful with this. I don't want to bend it up too much. There we go. I might have to get out my helping hands clamps. Uh-oh. Ah! I dropped it. That's fine. Good to go. I got this little tank piece here. It's going to be fun. Not. But yeah, I love when I feel in the mood to do stuff, and I've got the energy, which I have the energy today. So that's why we're doing this. And I know that I hope I'm getting it in the frame. I hope I guess I have to do it down here. Ah, I just dropped it. It's all right. I got it. What? Little fucker. Oh. Really? It's gonna be like that, is it? There we go. Take that. You little booger. There. There we go. I got it. Another little tank piece with a very... actually, it's I think it's a muffler. This is supposed to be an exhaust. Oh, boy. I need to learn on how to position this damn camera so it can see shit. Oh, that was a lot. Yeah, that's alright. We'll thin it out. Just a nice, lovely, lazy Saturday. Yeah, took all my garbage out, vacuumed. And I know you're like, ugh, oh, everybody does that kind of stuff. Well, you know, I had to wait because I was so freaking exhausted after vacuuming to start doing this project. And that's done good enough. Because when you have kidney disease or you don't have kidneys, which I have the latter, started off as the previous and then the former, and now it's the latter. I don't have any kidneys at all. So yeah, it's hard to get motivated. It's hard to get any kind of energy together. And I would never wish this kind of stuff on anybody, but I tell you what, it is hard. It is flippin' freaking hard having this kind of thing happen to you. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I guarantee that. It's terrible. But enough of that. So I think part 3 will be me actually attempting to assemble this. But in the meantime, I'll have to wait. I want to get at least 2 thin coats of this on here to help set up for the paint that I'm going to be putting on this, which will be the same yellow I used on the tractor, the D9 here. Oh, guess who found the parts that he thought he lost? So I got it on there. That's drying right now as we speak. And I don't know if you can tell, but that piece has been primed. And that piece has not, because that was the extra piece that I had. So yeah. So I'm happy about that. Yep. So that's a good thing. Yeah. So if you want to have dark colors when you're finished painting, you want to prime with a dark color. If you want bright colors, you want to prime with a white or a light gray. You don't want to prime with dark primer if you want light colors or bright colors. It's just not going to happen. This is the control panel. I'm totally out of frame, and I'm so sorry. I can't tell. Ooh, almost lost that. Can't tell what I'm doing because I am not doing this as to where I can see through my camera. But I know that if I keep it towards the edge here and I keep it low, I will get it. So there's that. Alright, let's get this finished up. Alright, that piece is done. I don't need to do these at all because they're part of the undercarriage. So I've got 2 pieces left. The chair and this pivot arm here. So, like I said, I think part 3 will be me assembling this. I already used my airbrush on the larger pieces. You don't want to use an airbrush on little pieces unless you tack them down. And I don't like tacking them down because you end up with spots that don't get any primer on them. It's a whole nother pain in the ass. And if you can't tell, I'm getting over the cold that I had finally. I just, ugh. It was only terrible for about 2.5 days, so I can't complain too much. Yep, I'm not going to make you watch this paint dry. I probably put coat 2 on, number 2 on this off camera, and that'll be it. Because, like I said, I'm not gonna force you guys to watch paint dry. That's torture. All right, let's get this on there. I hope that everybody is doing well. And of course, when I start doing part 3, I'll probably be when the cussing starts. Because these are some little fiddly pieces, and I know I shouldn't be doing N scale if I don't want little fiddly pieces. Well, you know what? My eyesight is good enough to do N scale. And now to wash my brush out. And guess what kind of water I'm using to clean my brush? I am using lovely distilled water, because it just does a better job at cleaning. And then, of course, if you need to use more paint or primer or whatever, it you don't get clumps, you don't get clumpies, and it just does a better job overall of cleaning. And of course, I'm using my little Orbit bubble gum container with the brush cleaner in the bottom of it, the green brush cleaner that I bought at my store. Now, I know everybody's like, I hate buying stuff online, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Alrighty then. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Oh, I'll show you the finished product real quick. So this is the photo etched brass pieces, all nice and primed. And then, of course, on here are the big pieces that I could prime. They're all nice and primed up really well. They're ready to go. Just so you know, I'm not fooling with nobody. But thanks for stopping by and watching. Be blessed. Have a wonderful weekend.